Hi, this is Rad from MR Sportscars. In this video I've got an absolutely stunning Porsche 911 Carrera S. It's finished in Meteor Grey Metallic. An absolutely amazing colour, especially in the sun like it is tonight. It's got such a lovely metallic finish, lots of gold, silvers in this paintwork. Really flattering to the 911 shape. This is a 997 Gen 2. It was registered 23rd of December 2010. So right at the end of 2010. So this is a 2010 car. It's actually a 2011 model year. They start from around September, August, September of the year. They start the next year's sort of chassis sequence. But it's registered 23rd of December 2010. Obviously it's a UK car. And it's got some absolutely stunning options. I've actually sold this car once before to the previous owner. I've just taken it in part exchange against a 991 convertible. So the new owner's trying the drop top experience and has given me this absolutely stunning car back. This car has a full Porsche Main dealer service history up until 2021. Absolutely everything on time, and it was actually under Porsche warranty until end of 2022, I believe. So yeah, really lovely, well looked after car. Really, it's getting harder and harder to find really nice examples of 997 Gen 2 that don't need lots of recommissioning work, such as coolant pipes, top mounts, brakes, tyres, and all the other common bits that fail: coffin arms, lower arms, exhaust gaskets and bolts. Everything's been done on time at Porsche, and then the last service was done at ePorsche in January, around 500 miles ago. 54,785 miles was the last service, and the car is covered just over 55. It's covered 55,347. I don't think you can see that with the sun, but yeah, 55,347. Paintwork's in absolutely stunning condition. It's actually got paint protection film on a lot of the forward panels. So front bumper, the front wings, the wing mirrors, not the bonnet, but all of those other panels have got paint protection film, which is like a clear film which stops stone chips from basically damaging the paintwork. And there's not any stone chips anywhere else either, so the paintwork's in excellent condition. It's actually been ceramic coated in the past as well, so it's very easy to clean and maintain. Exhaust pipes are in lovely condition as well, shiny, original, not been overly polished or anything. It's just been kept clean along the way. In terms of options on the outside, so as I said, it's Meteor Grey Metallic, which is a very desirable colour. Has the rear wiper on the back there. Now this is a Carrera S, so this is a 3.8 litre flat-6. It's rear wheel drive, and it produces 385 horsepower, and it'll do 60 in around 4.3 seconds. So incredibly fast car. Even by today's standards, it'll keep up with most things, and it sounds glorious too. It's the flat-6 direct fuel injection engine, so that doesn't suffer any of the issues of earlier cars. So 2008 and earlier can suffer from bore scoring, IMS bearing failures and RMS oil seal leaks. This doesn't have any of those issues, and it also doesn't have any of the issues of the later cars. So 2015, 2016 onwards, they went to a 3 litre turbo, which twin turbo, which also has issues with the turbos failing. So this is sort of the sweet spot between 2009 and 2015. All of the flat-6 normally aspirated cars are the safe ones. They're direct fuel injection, and all of the sort of reliability issues were all cured. So these are the most reliable, and they're the only ones we sell. These 997 Gen 2s and 991 Gen 1s, because they have this same engine in them. So this has the same power plant as the later 991 Gen 1s, which ran up to 2015. Slightly less power. This says 385, they have 400. But other than that, it's actually a better combination in terms of how it feels behind the wheel, because it has that 385 horsepower, but it also has hydraulic steering, whereas the 991 Gen 1 introduced the electromechanical steering. So there's a little bit less feel, not a huge amount. I mean, they're still great to drive, but this is the one that the purists love. This is the one that sort of looks like a 993 when you look at it. I mean, just look at that shape. It's just the classic Porsche silhouette that you recognise from the 70s, 80s, well, from the early 60s onwards. it's instantly recognisable as a 911. Lovely round Bi-Xenon headlights at the front. It has daylight running lights in the lower sections here with the indicators. So this is a Gen 2. You can tell it's a 997 Gen 2 because it has these daylight running lights. It has a different shape of this section. The bumper's redesigned, and at the back you have LED tail lights which point to the end. So this bumper was redesigned, and the lights are actually completely different lights compared to the Gen 1 997s. I mean, the classic 911 shaped wing mirrors also look fantastic. I just love even just looking at those because of the way that they're sculpted. This car's got another sort of unusual option in terms of it's got the super hot country package. So that means it's got an extra radiator in the center there. So as well as having the radiators either side behind the air conditioning condensers, it has that third one, which was mainly spec'd for cars that were sort of in the UK you didn't get an option. You couldn't choose between a super hot country and a normal country car, normal climate country car. It was purely luck of the draw, but the super hot country was mainly designated to countries such as Southern Europe, Middle East, Africa. It just meant that these cars would struggle less at keeping cool in extreme hot weather. So it's a nice bonus that this car's got it. You could take it down to the south of Spain, Portugal, south of France, and it not struggle at all with its heating, keeping cool. Now this sounds absolutely amazing, and before I lose the light I'm going to show you just how stunning the paintwork is, and that Meteor Grey, such a popular colour for 911s. The wheels are the 19-inch Carrera S wheels, Carrera S Mark II wheels, and they're in absolutely stunning condition, unmarked, uncurbed, in beautiful condition. Even the insides are all clean. Because it's an S model, it has the larger brake setup, which have got guards red calipers with the Porsche lettering on them. The discs and pads are also in fantastic condition. You can see the wear bars are still there, so there's plenty of life left in those, as well as the pads. The tyres are matching Pirelli P-Zeros, and they're all N-rated. I'm just looking for the N rating now. It is somewhere on here. There it is, N2. So they're N2, Porsche N2 rated, and they've got lots of life left. You can see the tread there, hopefully. I'll just show you the rears as well. Again, unmarked, as you can see, Pirelli P-Zero, and let's find the N rating on this one, N2 there. Again, huge amount of tread remaining on these, as you can see. All of the exhaust components, everything are in fantastic condition. There's no signs of corrosion on this car. Even though it is a 2010, it's coming up to 13 years old. It's in absolutely fabulous condition, as you can see. Just love these 997 Gen 2s, but as I said, they are getting harder to find, and I'm very keen to buy cars back that I've already sold because I know they've been looked after. I know all of the history is documented, and I'll show you the file in the car. Let me get started up and talk you through the interior. So this car's got the extended black leather, so it's got the contrast stitching in silver all across the doors, all across the dashboard, center console, not this part, but the center armrest, and that center console there is all leather stitched, as are the seats, which are the two-way electric seats, comfort seats they're called. And then it has lovely leather rear seats too, and it has the BOSE subwoofer there, so it has got the full 12 speaker BOSE option package, which sounds absolutely glorious as well. All the original stickers are there, as they should be. So this car's, as I said, is covered 347 miles. It's got some really nice options, including the multi-function steering wheel, which has all the buttons for the PCM. So it's got the full satnav system. It's got phone connectivity, so my phone's connected there. You can also get a module which you plug into there, the auxiliary and USB, to do Bluetooth audio streaming. It's about £35 on Amazon, so you don't have to modify this to also stream your music wirelessly like Spotify. You can even stream Waze if you're using that satnav instead of the standard Porsche setup. It's got a CD DVD player, obviously FM AM stereo as well. It's got the optional heated seats, which are a 2-stage system. It's got the full climate control, so you can set a temperature and it will just power up the fans and also change the direction depending on where it determines it should go, or you can override it and basically just do what you like. It has this full Sport Chrono Package Plus system, if you can see. So it has the dashboard mounted stopwatch as well as the Sport and Sport Plus, and it has a 7-speed PDK, which is the preferred gearbox for most people because it runs fantastically in it's got 7 gears. It runs in full manual, full auto, a combination of the two. You can change gears even in auto mode with these shift buttons on both sides, but also you can put it in to slide it across to manual mode and use the gear stick like a race car. So basically pull it back towards you to go down a gear and push it away from you to go up a gear. Really intuitive system. It's also equipped with PASM, the switchable sport suspension, so it sits 10mm lower than a car without that. That comes standard on all S models, so all S's and 4S's will have that unless it was spec with something like the Sport chassis, and that works absolutely fabulously. And then it's got the electric spoiler, which comes up at speed itself, or you can put it up manually if you like. So there it is, all the way up. Just put it down and I'll show you the front and rear boots. So the next service, actually, let me show you that so you can check up when the next service is due. Next service is due in 19,400 miles or 610 days, so basically January 2025 it's due. There's the engine bay. You can just hear that glorious engine. Porsche direct fuel injection 3.8. There's the actual engine there. It sits way back there, as far in as it can go, but it's still a rear engine car and it sounds brilliant. And in the front boot there's lots of space because it goes all the way down to the floor there. It's got all the tools here that it's had from the factory. So tyre gel, set of tools with a spanner, a reversible screwdriver and headlight adjustment tool, tow hook, towing eye I should say, full 12-volt compressor so you can top up the tyres accurately. There's a little gauge in there so you don't have to go to the petrol station. Locking wheel bolt there, and then it's got its original, well, it's got a original, it may have been replaced by Porsche at some stage, but it's got a Porsche battery, which is unusual to see on these cars. A lot of them have aftermarket batteries, which are perfectly decent. It's just that this car's slightly more original than those, with it having a Porsche battery, and they're very expensive. They're around £300 or £400 from memory. Everything is as it should be, so all the nice stickers are still where they should be, and it sounds absolutely glorious. Just give it a little rev so you can hear. It sounds exactly how a Porsche Flat-6 should sound. Even the classic ones have that same recognisable Flat-6 thrum, and some of the new ones have lost that, particularly the turbocharged Carreras and Carrera S's. I feel they don't sound as good as these. Just getting some of the tree stuff off of it, but it looks absolutely sensational, as you can see. Fastidiously maintained. And we've got a full history file with paperwork, all the invoices, as well as the fully stamped service book in the original Porsche leather wallet. It's also got its original Porsche mats, both Porsche keys, and it's got the vehicle tracker as well. Let me just run through the option list as well, because it obviously has all of its manuals and everything from new. So this is full option list. You can find this on the website. Along with the diagnostics and the full service history all mapped out. On the advert, it's on the right hand side if you're on a desktop, or if you scroll to the bottom on a mobile phone on the advert, you'll see there's the original sales brochure and also our PDF that we put together with all the options, service history and everything. So there is all the options. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I've missed out from this list. It's got rear parking sensors that I haven't mentioned, that, which is an audible system. I think I've got everything else. So yeah, everything is there. Everything is as it should be. Everything works fantastic. The air conditioning is ice cold, and as I said, it's been serviced in January, so it's not due for over 600 days, so plenty of time left to enjoy the car before it needs any work other than an MOT. If you like the car and if you're interested in buying it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.